Sì. Pronti agli ordini. Mio sire.
So we definitely artillery. Oh, look at that. Horse guards artillery. Definitely. For that army there, absolutely incredible. It'd be intriguing to find out what's in and around here, it really would. We don't have any spies in around here. But that battle for Moscow, I don't think is too far off. What we can do is send our spy up there as far as close as we can up the road here into Azerbaijan. Let's go past Ceylon here and see what's going on. Oh, look at that. An entire army group. Cuirassiers, VOC cavalry, colonial light, riflemen, they've got the whole kit and caboodle here. Greetings and welcome to episode 45 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, heard it last time, where we have once again another rebellion outside of London, or in London should we say. It really has become sort of a part of a pattern here. We just simply cannot get control of London entirely. Now, as each rebellion is crushed, and mark my words, my friends, each rebellion will be crushed, we then have to deal with a rebellion. Now eventually we will get it under control, but it looks like we're going to have to leave a garrison in London permanently. So if all we'll have to do is eventually, when we can't leave this caliber of army always in garrison duty, it's not possible. We have some retrofitting to do here, because London doesn't have the ability to create the 24 pounders yet, but we are in the process of rectifying that mistake. But as you can see, as I said before, we simply can't leave a force of this magnitude on guard duty. It just won't do, my friends. So we're going to have to look in the future at sort of adjusting our tactics here and leaving in a garrison that will actually be able to deal with whatever comes our way, because eventually these armies are going to be moved elsewhere to other theatres, or to either respond to or to be proactive in a war that's to come. And that war, my friends, is going to be, it's going to be a huge fight for us. It's going to strain every sinew we have. But let's deal with what's in front of us here. Let's take this fight here against this rebel force, this revolutionary force, a revolt, should we say here. We will not allow ourselves to be curtailed here by the British. Britain is now under the St. John auspice. We shall not allow it to be any other way. We shall put short shift work of these gentlemen. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful day here. A beautiful day here. Look at that. The topography here is not too bad at all. Quite flat, a little bit undulating here and there. As you can see here, we're trying to avoid these haystacks here because they can be a little bit of a menace. So we'll keep ourselves. Oh, look at that. We can even straddle the road here. Look at the guns we brought. Look at the artillery. My goodness me. That's extraordinary. I know some of them are still 12 pounders, but as I said before, we don't for some reason, or should I say the British didn't install the ability for 24 pounders to be even built, which is absolutely just baffling. But we are rectifying that. We've invested quite heavily now in bringing London up to full strength in terms of what it needs to be a full capacity city, and a city that we need to be running at full capacity as well, because we've got a lot on our, a lot to come here. What the blazes are you doing, gentlemen? What the blazes is going on here? Thank you. We've got a lot going on in terms of the wars that might be coming, and that includes the absolute behemoth, the titan, the monolith that is the Dutch, who've absolutely just steamrolled not only the Prussians and the Poles, but also looks like they've brought pretty much Russia to its knees as well, which is extraordinary to see. Now they've also captured the Crimea, which is the last great bastion of economic power for the Russians. That's fallen. That's just absolutely just been completely gone. Now, we've got some wonderful cavalry here at our disposal. Cuirassiers and Dragoons. Look at the Dragoons. Look at that. I mean, look at it. It's an absolute wonder. I think we'll keep them as their relatives, in their relative strengths. Yes, we've got two lots of Cuirassiers. We should keep the Cuirassiers together here. Let's just put them on this flank here. Ready to strike. We'll keep the Grenadier Guard. The Dragoons, I beg your pardon, the Horse Grenadier Guards. On this flank here, we've got 3 of them. We might just use them because, believe me, my fire and control with Dragoons is horrific. It is absolutely horrific. So I'd rather use them in the capacity of using them to get to the way they need to be quickly, and then dismount them and use them as sort of as a sort of infantry regiments, because my fire and control on the horses is absolutely horrific. I'll probably kill more of my own men than I will actually kill the enemy. That's just, that's just absolutely being upfront and honest, my friends. Got General Ernok here, absolutely one of our principal generals here. Who's going to absolutely send the British a strong message of what's to come. Now I think what we'll do, we have the guards here in the vanguard of the defence here. Let's set them fair here. Set them forward a little bit more. Perfect. And we've got the 6th foot. We'll have them on the right. We've got the 7th foot. We've got 3 regiments of guards here, which is always a joy to see because they really are a wonderful regiment. And we've got the company, the regiment of foot here, the company infantry. They've been with us for the real long fight. They really have. We have also, as a nation, we've come a long way, considering that we almost lost everything to the British in the very first year. Because Britain blockaded our port, and it was only by just a stroke of luck, and it was luck, it wasn't skill, it was just luck. And we managed to push them away from the port, and they left it alone, giving us time to get ourselves organised. Otherwise, we would not be where we are now. And of course, the Council has also given us a wonderful advice throughout the years of the campaign. Really put ourselves in the front foot here. I think we'll hold back some regiments here. Hold this regiment back, it's not really going to be needed. I don't think many of these regiments will be needed. I think we'll send the Dragoons over here. We'll pin some movement there. We're going to absolutely put really hit them hard there. We've got, I think we'll probably put a shrapnel shot as well. Begin. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, Horse Grenadier Guards. Open fire. Oh no, rookie mistake. Oh wow, that was an absolute appalling decision by me. Look at that, I didn't dismount. Oh my goodness me, I didn't unlimber them. That's okay, we'll soon be rectified. Just maintain our discipline here. Look at that there. Guerrilla mercenaries. Oh, we've got a sharp shot. Here we go. Stay lads, steady now. What the blazes is going on here? Oh, look at that. That is a brutal shot there. Oh, look at that. What is going on here? Blunderbuss shotgunners. Oh, guerrilla mercenaries. We're behind you already, my friend. We are behind you already. Oh, look at all the stakes they've set up here. Oh, that is a brutal shot. We just left them to their own devices here. 33rd foot, they're going to be an absolute tough nut to crack. They go. Oh, they've gone. Let's try and get in behind these. Let's manage each other a little bit better here. Oh, they've been sent packing here. Oh, what a shot, my goodness me. Again, absolutely obliterated here. My goodness, the artillery marksmanship here is extraordinary. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Oh, shot them both. Try and thread the needle here. Oh, it's extraordinary to see, it really is. Get those arms, gentlemen, get them. Oh, look at that, my goodness me, it's already over. Wow, we crushed those rebels, my goodness me. That was short, sharp shift. That was. Look at, we lost 88 men. Lost 1,000 there. Wow. Wow, look at the Horse Grenadier Guards. Wow, they did fantastically well there. 24 pounders did exceptional as well. Yes.
In marcia. Avanti.
Rebellion over.
Uomini, avanti.
I think we'll instantly replenish and repair here. 600. Absolutely so. Now I know we've got 27,000 here. Trade is still coming in here quite nicely. Yeah, look at that, still down there. But I wonder what. There's been any difference at all down to 12 minus 12. It was minus 15. So we're starting to slowly see this come under control just a little bit here. Determined to hold on to the capital. We will not allow them any respite at all here. Now there's a wonderful suggestion that we actually remove Cambridge University here and make it into either a church or a coaching inn. Now I know that would probably harm our research as well for the moment, so we'll just keep it as it is for the moment, but eventually we will do that. Casarine here has got national debt as well. We're just going to look at that, drive down the upkeep of all these units here. That's absolutely fantastic. I don't know why, I have no idea why the Swedes are here. They've come in phenomenal force. But just take a look, my friends, at what the size of the Dutch Empire. It is huge. I mean, look at this. They've even taken the Crimea. This port here, Sevastopol, was the last great bastion of economic power for the Russians. I mean, they've just ripped it away from them. Look at this. They've got everything under here. Everything within Ukraine and Moscow. Oh, look at this here. Kharkov, taken. Just being held by a Dutch army. Here, Belgorod. There, Vyshny Volocek. Here, that's the Dutch force. Here, Smolensk, Dutch force. Lovat farmland, Dutch force. Wow. Moscow is completely surrounded. Odessa, which was, is, and can be quite the powerful fleet production facility there in the Black Sea. Now we do have the ally with the Empire, with the Ottoman Empire, thankfully, and they're quite strong. Look at the income here, 36,000 from the Ottoman Empire. I don't know why Sweden have got Bohemia and Saxony. That is very, very odd. We're trying to keep an eye on what the Dutch are doing here, because as you can probably see here from the diplomatic status, other provinces, look at this, minus 125, extraordinary. They hate us with a passion. What about Sweden? Plus 117. I'm just wondering why they're here. The council has said we need to keep an eye on that, but we will do. These ports, I know we can probably upgrade these ports, but they're not connected to anything here. So until I've got all these ports being fully upgraded, that's going to bring in a huge surge of money. Now what we do need to do as well is increase our ship capacity as well, because we can't really build many naval ships. So we're going to get a 4th rate. It's probably the 4th rate is the best we can get. That's pretty poor, let's be honest, that really is poor. But we've just got to take what we can. We'd have to use mass fleets of 4th rates. It's just as simple as that, really. We can't build the 1st rates. I don't know why, but it's just not possible. I don't even think it's possible, even with lime juice and sauerkraut, which will usually give you a naval hospital. No, it doesn't, no. Only get the Admiral's flagship. We've got all of them we can get. That really is an absolute pain, that really is, but we will manage what we've got. We've just got to. Right, I think we can end our turn here. Also, as a council, I've also recommended if we are going to take the fight to the Dutch eventually, we need to be able to hit them in multiple locations. That includes the New World and also the subcontinent, but also to take Morocco once and for all here and link up with our ally here, the Spanish. Sorry about that, my friends. As I say, Morocco is probably going to be another one of our targets as well, but it will be one of our targets, which we'll probably try and take as soon as possible. We might send 2 armies around and take the city here and the region. It's not very well defended here. I think probably 2 armies from Britain will do it. I think we're going to mark 2 armies. This one? Actually, I think we'll send this army here. I think we'll just retrofit this army with some riflemen. Actually, we need cannon 24. And we wait for the 24 pounders to be ready. Almost done. One more turn, we're done. This army will then be complete. I think we'll send this army around to Morocco to deal with it. We'll leave this other army. As you can see, we've got the infantry guards coming down here. We're going to try and put together another infantry army full of excellent infantry, as I was going to say here, because I think the war with the Dutch is going to be inevitable, and then it's also going to be a titanic fight for us. It really is. And Paris is probably going to be, or it will be, the obvious choice of target. If we take Paris, which is an absolute, it's a titan of a city production centre, it really is, even more so than London. And London is quite the city, but Paris just seems to have extra oomph to it. As you can see, it's almost like a spider's web as well, like Moscow. It sort of spreads out here. You've got all the huge infrastructure of France itself disposable. It also puts you within striking distance of Brussels and Amsterdam here, of course, the homeland, the centre, the anchor of the whole Dutch Empire. And of course, all of their sort of main fighting forces, the tip of their spear is here, fighting in the sort of eastern front. So I wonder what they've got here defending back home in the west. That's going to be absolutely crucial here. They've got this. This gives you sort of a flavour of what they might have here. And also here, as you can see, they've got rifles and scouts here, but they're using mercenaries as well. That's what we've got. So we've got this spy in here. We're just going to see what's in and around here. We're not going to do anything just yet unless they push us to it. We will respond, but we are going to send that army around when we've got the guns into Morocco and take Morocco. That will then give us part control of the Mediterranean as well, but also link up with our allies here, Mughal Empire, and also what we've got here in Tunis. Just got to keep this open as well. This front has to be kept open here. It's a huge source of income here, Malta. We've got to keep Malta well protected. If we take Morocco and maybe blockade this, it will give us that security as well. But We just gotta be very, very careful what we're doing here. We really, really do. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see what comes our way. We'll also keep an eye on what's going on in the eastern front as well. Austria. United Provinces. Spain. Looks like Spain have given the Mughal Empire a bit of a thrashing there, but we're going to keep out of that war. We're allies with both of them, so we're going to keep ourselves neutral in that particular fight. We'll see who comes out top there. Russia. I wonder if Russia can respond at all. That's the key question. Do they have enough firepower, enough muscle, as it were, to really push back against the Dutch onslaught? To be honest with you, I'm surprised the Dutch haven't taken Moscow yet, and sort of bring a sort of a stable line to the eastern front, because you can see at the moment we've got this sort of almost like a crab's claw here, a pincer, where you've got this Moscow region just sitting in the middle here. As you can see, Russia is up to something, but Russia is sending lots of individual units up this way and then combining them into armies. So we might see a resurgence of Russia pushing through from the south here and moving up towards the north here, attacking maybe this flank here of the Dutch sort of advance. Because you've almost got this sort of this finger poking into sort of deeper into Russian sort of territory, right aimed right at Moscow. If Moscow falls, I think the rest of Russia might fall with it. But they do have quite a solid bastion down here. As you can see, look, they're going through Dagestan here, perhaps moving up towards Moscow. There might be a counterattack, you never know. Stranger things have happened. I wouldn't quite write them off just yet. That's what we've got our spy here. We want to see what's going to go on with this war, because ultimately it will impact us. Because if we go to war with the Dutch, we want to know where their main armies are. That's going to be absolutely critical. Sweden. What was Sweden? No, Sweden have got those ships out just on the coast there of sort of Scotland, which is, I don't understand what they're doing there, but Morocco, Mughal Empire. They might be gathering their strength for an attack against the Spanish. Possibly, yes. It looks like they might be. There it is. Oh gosh, they got beaten back as well. Like, they're throwing everything they can to try and squash this Spanish redoubt. Oh, they did Russia as well. Oh, when they've hit Spain. Now that's going to hurt us now. That is going to hurt us a lot. Oh, the rebellion. There it is. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. My goodness me, we just can't seem to get this region under control at all. -3. It's because of the clamour for reform. It's because we've got this university here. We're going to have to disband it. We're going to have to eventually. Let's take the fight straight away. I think we ought to resolve this one.
Fieri e vittoriosi!
Big loss there for us. My goodness me.
In attesa di altri ordini. In marcia!
-9. Still not enough. I wonder if we can put.
Mio sire.
Yep, we lost a couple of regiments there. That is going to hurt. We've got to get them back into there as quickly as possible to start quelling this. Villages and rest. That'll disappear soon as well. So that's 3 coming off that. We'll eventually get under control, but we are being pushed. It's on the strike again. My goodness me. -12. Hammer reform is 24. If we get rid of that, goes as soon as well. But we're just gonna have to hit every single time they launch that the sort of a revolt against. We will have to crush it. A rebellion. Oh, that's more like it.
Signor sì.
That is more like it. There it is.
Sì,
We're going to
mio
send
sire.
out this force to Morocco.
Da sinistra. In marcia.
Look at that. That's some serious firepower there, but I think with these dragoons, I think we'll probably replace them with some infantry. Because that's quite a lot. We're quite cavalry heavy here. We don't really need that, I don't think. What we'll do is, I think we'll just put these gentlemen in here.
Pronti! In marcia! I vostri ordini,
put
maestà.
2 regiments here into this, just to give us additional firepower in the line there. We've got plenty of cannon, plenty there. I think that'll give us enough there to be able to quell that. And also give them
Servo vostro, signore. Vostra maestà. Sì.
Give them plenty
Servo vostro,
of
signore.
experience for the wars to come. And look at this, look at that army, it's a wonder.
I vostri ordini, maestà. In attesa di ordini.
We need another regiment here, I think,
Signore, I vostri ordini.
Make sure that everybody's got everything they need. I think we'll retrofit. They need to be retrofitted here. Signore. This army does need retrofitting, so 2 more cannon. 2 more 24 pounders. Ooh, Lancer Guards. If we're going to put another army together.
In attesa di ordini.
Let's take the Endominion.
Qualche ordine, capitano?
Signore.
Alla via così, capitano.
Signore.
I think we'll send them just off the coast here. Just off the coast of Morocco.
Ordini? Verso dove, capitano?
So just so we can strike
Ordini ricevuti, capitano. Ordini,
at
capitano.
Morocco straight off the bat there. We're preparing for Morocco. Now we're going to check, see what's going on in Paris here.
Sono ai vostri ordini. Totale discrezione.
Oh, that is a brutal garrison. Alright, they've got 1 regiment of conscripts, but the rest of it is absolutely top tier. That really is. They've got more cuirassiers here. There's been nothing in recruitment I can see here at the moment, but push on past into Flanders as well as Brussels.
Impossibile. Va ben oltre le mie capacità.
My goodness me, that really is going to be a brute. We've also got here that again in Rome. We've got plenty. Imagine losing conscripts quite a few bit here. Not in these armies. They've got Swiss line infantry. That's not going to be an easy push. Let's just see what's in Naples here. I don't think we have any great import here. This could be the, as I said, the soft underbelly here of the Dutch Empire. Just going to check out and see what's going on here. We'll see what's in northern Italy as well here. Just keep a very, very close eye on them.
Ordini, capitano? Sì, signore.
We got this as well here. We'll keep an eye on what's going on in Sweden, but we can come down to Hanover here and see what. Okay. Yep. Yes, the Dutch do have very, very strong forces indeed. I'm surprised that the Moscow hasn't fallen yet. Look at that Belgorod mines right next to it. Poltava. Looks like they've been removed. Have the Dutch pulled out here, or they've been pushed aside? By the Dutch, that's going to be the question here, because is that a Russian army there? No, it wouldn't be. No, because there's the border there. Wow, this is the size of the Dutch force is just extraordinary. It really is flabbergasting, to be honest with you. Right, let's get ourselves organised here.
Sì, Vostra Maestà.
We've got some more agents that have arrived.
Vele. Ordini? Verso dove, capitano? Sì, sì.
Let's go and see what's in northern Italy. I think we just found out. We have just found out, my goodness me. Wow. Only 3-pounders though. And also, only provincial cavalry. Again, a mishmash here, but they've still got riflemen, which are upper tier. They've only got a regiment of horse, so they're not really packing a lot in terms of quality. Quantity, yes. Again, a real mismatch here. So it looks like their more elite forces are at the very, sort of fighting in the eastern front. That's what I can probably gather from here. Look at New Spain. They're allies of ours as well. They've got, yeah, that's not too bad. But we just got to gather that intel and find out what's going on. I think we'll head towards Berlin. Find out what's going on here in Sweden as well, maybe. But again, we're going to look at ourselves here as well and build at what we've got. We've replenished here. And this army here is going to be... Let's just take these gentlemen out of here.
Da sinistra. Ordini in marcia.
Here.
Non posso farlo. Signore. Pronti in marcia.
We don't.
I
We've got.
vostri ordini, maestà.
Okay, that's a good start anyway. Let's get a general up here. It's going to be another army we're going to put into good. Going to get ready here for a good battle, good fight with another army here, which has been with us for a very long time, as you can see here. We'll bring this one down here, just outside Portsmouth. This is going to be one of the armies we're going to prepare to take. This is going to be the strike against the Dutch. That's one of the armies we're going to use. We're also going to build another army here. Again, we're going to put an army group together here, very powerful one. We've got, we'll put 2 line infantry, or elite infantry guards, should I say, into here as well. We've got 2, I think we'll have 2 riflemen as our light infantry. Always good to have the light infantry there. They are the absolute pinnacle of light infantry. We also need cuirassier. 4 cuirassier. We're going to need, definitely need cannon. We're going to use as 12-pounders. Not good enough. There is 24-pounders. We'll have 3 here, and we'll have 3 howitzers. We're going to pack this army full of howitzers here. It's going to blitz anything in its path. We're going to build a very strong, very powerful force. This will be the force we'll use to sort of delegate through the armies. We'll get a couple of armies together. We're waiting for our trade ports to come together, because once this global trading company comes into fruition, it's going to boost our trade incredibly. 28,000 at the moment. We should see the trade income jump quite significantly here. But again, this is just like more of a waiting game for us, because we're just seeing what's going on. I'd like to find out what's going on in the Crimea, but we don't have anything in. We don't have any assets that are going to really do that for us. And again, here, get this army back to there. Definitely not going to build that college there. That's going to cause us no end of trouble. Let's have a look what's going on here. Right, once this is finished here, I think what we'll do then is we will now once this one here is done. Wait a minute. Once this one here is done, we're going to dismantle this and probably make it into a church, because the amount of hate towards that is extraordinary. I know we've got quite a lot to do here, but I like to get puddling furnace, I like to get machine tools. We've got, look at that, 28 turns. Excellent, look at that. Oh, we need steam engine. That would then be at full capacity. Look at that, that'd be huge. Excellent to see. Random battle. 8 turns for secular humanism. Probably best if we got classical economics, to be honest with you, instead of this Kesserine. So I think what we will do is we'll use Kesserine to do this one, so you can see 11 turns, because that's going to bring in a huge amount of wealth for us. Look at that, the amount of wealth will just spiral. Right, I think we'll have in this turn here. There we are. We're just checking out what's going on there through sort of the Urals. It'll be good to see Dutch movement as well of troops. I'm just surprised they haven't taken Moscow yet, unless they're holding off for some reason. But I can't see why. They've got Moscow pretty much in their grasp. Unless they got peace with them. The possibility they might have peace. At least they freed up movement at that. That's good. I'm glad Spain had done that. In some ways I'm glad Spain had done that, because that frees it up. Has that probably prompted Spain to become a little more forthright in their approach to the outside world, because they've pretty much isolated themselves, Spain. Russia, as you can see, sending lots and lots of individual units up here. I was hoping they'll combine them into one. Looks like they're trying to reinforce Moscow as quickly as possible. Probably the best thing as well they can do. Look there, they are combining them by the looks of it. Which is excellent to see. Lots and lots of individual Russian units. We might send forces up towards might send this spy up towards Moscow to see what's going on. Can only hope that Russia is dealt a death blow in some ways, because if they're going to start producing just single units and mounting them up in one particular area, that's going to cause us a few problems. But that's a big fleet there that's hit the Dutch. My goodness me, that's absolutely come from nowhere. That Russian, that's Sweden. And again, Sweden could do some serious damage with the forces it got there, but for some reason it's not doing anything there at all. Looks like New Spain is starting to stretch its legs a little. Moving out into the Caribbean. Local Empire. Will they finally... Oh, look at that, they've got Malwa under siege. And they dropped another... They're starting to build up their presence here. They're starting to stretch their legs a little bit here now. Oh, look at that, we need that replenished, we need that repaired. Oh, Malwa's fallen. Wow. Spain has been removed from the subcontinent information. I think we'll remove this one. We just... What's it producing? It's researching. Fire in advance.
Signore, I vostri ordini?
Just about got under control. Just about got under control. As soon as we've got all of this under our belt here, we will be getting rid of no. We've got to I'm loath to get rid of it yet because we've got still quite a bit to do here in terms of improving our naval facilities. And I want to make sure that all our ships Marines. I want to make sure that all our ships are oh, look at that heavy frigate, are available and have all the upgrades, so we will just keep that for the moment. Oh, look at that, Pleasure Gardens, of course. $39,000, wow. They might hit us there, but that's alright. We're waiting for the next rebellion. As soon as that kicks in, we'll destroy that as well. Yes, excellent. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gives us, oh, look at that. It gives us an absolute wonder here.
Vostra Maestà.
That's okay, they can be on strike. I don't have a problem with that at all. What we're not going to do is we're not going to allow them any leeway here at all. 2 more turns. That's a full naval force.
Vostra Maestà.
At least the best we can
Signore,
do. Let's put these
pronti
gentlemen
agli ordini.
to here.
Avanti in marcia!
Now we just need to wait for our cannons to be done. Oh, that'll be done by here, that's great.
Servo vostro, signore. Pronti agli ordini.
Go to full strength.
I vostri ordini, Maestà.
Mind you, having these here around Scotland is not going to do us any good, is it?
Signor sì.
We only need one force in Scotland. I think we could probably pull these armies away from Scotland, move them down towards the south here. We might be able to put another army group together here. I think we'll have these gentlemen as the garrison here. I think we'll replace a company here.
Pronti agli ordini. Signore, all'istante.
I think we'll take these gentlemen out for this gentleman here to swap them around.
Siamo
And we'll
pronti.
take this army down to here.
Pronti in marcia. Signore, distribuite le razioni.
That's going to be our garrison force. The naval forces here, let's keep putting these naval forces to good use here. We've got 4th rate, so we'll have to just manage what we've got here. There's no point crying over spilt milk, it's not going to get us anywhere, is it? And the same here, we need an admiral here as well. 4th rate ship of the line. We can't get any more admiral flagships, they've all gone. What we should have done is taken one from here. I think we'll have Minelli.
Pronti a virare.
This will be
In
disbanded.
attesa di altri ordini.
Perfect. We're doing a little bit of house cleaning, as it were. We're making sure we've got absolutely everything under control here. And make sure we're going to pinpoint everything here, get everything working and running perfectly. So we have 2 army groups. So I have 1 army group here, which we will form
Vostra Maestà. Signor sì.
once the cannon is ready.
Pronti.
Pronti. I think also we get some more line infantry here as well. We also mustn't forget Morocco either.
Signore?
Preparatevi alla battaglia!
Ah, look at that. Oh, our allies joined us.
Avanti, in marcia! Sono topi in trappola!
Wait a minute. Spain's going to join us as well. Well, that'll be, we've got our Spanish allies helping us as well. What an absolute wonder that is.
Sono
Continue the siege for
porci
the
in un
moment.
letamaio.
Looks like we got this force going to help us as well. That's excellent. We're going to take Morocco as the councillors deemed worthy there, which we shall absolutely do. Let's just quickly see what's going on here in this part here.
Cosa desiderate?
Let's see what's going on, because they're sending a lot of forces up this way, but
Le ombre mi accompagnano.
what exactly are they doing? Very, very much piecemeal this is. There's a Dutch force there. A Dutch force there as well. But nothing on this flank or this angle here. So it looks like she's got two Dutch forces here. And this is the Ukraine here, so I'm not surprised. This is the Dutch. The Dutch would be here. There's only one force inside Moscow for the Dutch, and that's this one here in Bryansk. Let's quickly send down our spies as also to this flank here as well. Just going to check out what's going on here. We just need to know what's going on deeper into Dutch territory. Let's find out what's going on in Berlin as well. Oh, good grief.
Il vostro desiderio?
There's that force that was just over the way there. They've got nothing in there at all.
Come posso esservi utile?
Sweden has quite a powerful force there.
Vostra signora.
But we're going to try and move to the eastern front. We're going to try and keep an eye on what's going on in the eastern front. I think that really will be most beneficial for us, is to do that. Found out what's going on down here, but let's send...
Missione impossibile, signore.
Yeah, now we're starting to see... We're now starting to see the lay of the land here. God, look at that, Netherlands Marines. Wow. It really is a mixed bag here. They've got the... Oh, good grief, that's a nice force there. Mind you, the conscripts as well, and mercenaries. Unusual to say the least. We're going to
Cosa desiderate?
just see what's going on here.
Totale discrezione.
Wow,
Sono i
they've got
vostri.
every single piece of land they have is defended, but not massively so. A lot of conscripts. Send this spy up here, just running parallel with this other spy here. So we'll run into the Balkans. And this spy is here. We'll move more into the Central Europe here to see what's going on. Come with this one here. But we will for definite, my friends.
Nemico sotto assedio!
Taking this fight next turn. Look at that. We shall finally bring Morocco under our control as the council has requested. But we'll also be bringing in... Oh, look at that. Walloon Guards, one of my absolute favourite regiments of any regiment. In any campaign, the Walloon Guards are absolutely incredible. They really are. They're effectively Royal Guards. They are almost unbreakable. The morale is just huge. It's up there, look at that. Asturias regiment, they got morale at 12. An incredible force. The Walloon Guards really are truly incredible force. Or regiments, should I say. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here, and the next episode will see us attacking the city of Tangier. It doesn't have any defences around it at all, which means it's going to be an open fight. Look at, and I can guarantee you the Spanish will absolutely just charge straight in there. So we're going to do the same. We're going to be up there with them, helping, and we're making sure that we get that support to our allies, because I can guarantee you the Spanish will just attack straight into the teeth of this army. We're not going to sort of sit back and let them do all the hard work. We're going to get in there. We're going to use our grenadiers. We're going to use our fusiliers. Absolutely just charge up there as well. We've got some really good cavalry regiments. Plenty of fire support coming in as well. So we'll definitely do ourselves a lot of damage there. But anyway, friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, my friends, thank you all for your wonderful advice, your wonderful comments, and your support. It's been absolutely fantastic. Again, this channel would not be anywhere without you. Whatever you do, my friends, as always, please be safe, especially nowadays. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.